chest or rest. No matter your perspective, the Heat will take the double. The league's most improbable recovery continued on Saturday as Miami handed the defending NBA champions their worst loss of the season. But the win came with a rather noticeable asterisk.
We wanted those guys to play tonight. We like that challenge. We have another level that we want to get to as well. So, we want to step up to the competition.
I wanted them to play. It would have been fun to compete. We want to play against the best.
Absent their three most significant scoring threats, the Cavs, who took the floor in Miami, are not quite the team that delivered the title in Cleveland last June. As the Heat prepare for the second half of this rare home-and-home series, they do so knowing the rematch will have a different feel.
We're gonna play at home. Probably everybody gonna play, and it's a good challenge for us.
Miami is now a much more cohesive and competitive team than the one that suffered its worst defeat of the season in Cleveland 3 months ago.
LeBron James, Kevin Love, and Kyrie Irving collaborated for 78 points tonight. Most one-sided defeat of the season comes here at Quicken Loans Arena.
They will enter the den of a Cavs team tonight that will be much closer to full strength than the one which provided them with their largest margin of victory just 2 nights ago.
This equals, for the third time, the widest margin of victory ever for a Heat team over Cleveland.
A truer test, a possible preview, and a game with much meaning is moments from its start. Buckle up for a big Monday battle at the Q.
Andrew Bogut making his debut with the Cleveland Cavaliers as they get set to take on the Miami Heat. We get you started with Dion Waiters, and Dion Waiters on fire in this game. Knocks down a three-pointer there. The Heat up 14-10. And Kyrie Irving with the answer, drives and makes a reverse lay-in. Kyrie Irving, 11 of 25. Those two spectacular. Dion Waiters rises up and hits another three-pointer. He had 14 points in the opening quarter. Miami up 21-18. A scary moment for Cleveland fans. 58 seconds into his Cavs career, Andrew Bogut closing out on defense, takes a knee to the shin from Okaro White. Bogut suffered a fractured left tibia and did not return. Cavs GM David Griffin, obviously looking on from the stands, disappointed in this. Stick and stay with NBA.com for any updates on the condition of Andrew Bogut, but that is not good news for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Later in the second, Goran Dragic drives baseline and lays this one in. Miami up 34-25. 10 seconds left in the half. Dion Waiters, it's a deep three. He had 24 points at the half, and Miami leading by 10 on the road. Cavs trying to get back into the game. Iman Shumpert feeds Kyrie Irving for the three-pointer. Irving had 32 points on the game. Then it's LeBron, remember him, steps back and hits a jumper. He had 30 points and 17 rebounds. The lead down to 5. The Heat using the three-pointer, though. Goran Dragic to Wayne Ellington. What a find he's been this year. He had 18 points on 5 of 10 threes. Goran Dragic then making a three-pointer of his own. He had 21 points on the game. Miami would lead by as much as 20. Cavs making a comeback though. Derek Williams kicks it out to LeBron, who knocks down a three-pointer. Then LeBron to Kyrie Irving. Without Kevin Love, these are the two scoring stars for the Cavaliers. Kyrie Irving nails the shot. Darren Williams pulls up and buries a jumper. And with just over a minute to go, it's a 5-point game. Less than 30 seconds left. Shot clock winding down. Heat kick it out to Dion Waiters, who banks in a deep three-pointer. He had 29 points on the game, and Miami gets the W. Your final score in this one, a costly loss for the Cavaliers, perhaps. Your final score, 106-98.
On the arc, and when you do that with your penetration, driving, kick action, the way the Heat are shooting, they are just knocking in shots all over the place. It's not just one guy, although Waiters was really hot out there, 5 of 9 overall, but the Heat had 16 overall makes. Remember, they had 18, which was a franchise record in the last game against the Cavaliers, and here the ball just continued to move. Look at the space that Rodney McGruder had on that one. Same here. They're not closing out well to the shooters, and the passes are crisp. This guy got it going, too. Look at the high arc because of his great wrist release on the follow-through. The ball actually comes back with all the spin on it. Wayne Ellington with 5 threes as well. 18 points off the bench. I thought he was critical with the two Johnsons out. They needed that lift off the bench, and Wayne Ellington gave it to him. keeping balls alive by getting his finger and tapping them out. Look at this double effort here. He had back-to-back shot blocks on that possession. Here he's getting on the offensive glass, taking up space. He owned the lane in there. He was pushing people around, battling. That right there, that battle allowed the ball to come loose and get back to him where he could finish high percentage. He's taking up space again. Those are high percentage finishes the Heat needed because they shot so many balls out beyond the arc. He goes 4 for 10, but he had 13 points, 11 rebounds, and 2 blocks on the defensive end. Look at the double-double on the bottom. Just goes to, you know, his overall consistency in 64 games. He's got 42 double-double.
Yeah. Finds Ellington with 7 on the shot clock. 19 seconds left in the game. 4 on the shot clock. Waiters from deep. Banks it in! He banked it in with 12 seconds left to put the Heat ahead, 106-98.
Who says the bank isn't open after hours? For Dion Waiters, the bank is open 24/7. Philly cheese. The first half. He's the guy who set the tone, wasn't he?
He had 25 in the first half, and it was just beautiful to watch. He was so aggressive with his ability. I should say 24 in the first half. Let me clean that up. He went outside. He attacked off the dribble. He was so aggressive, and he hadn't been shooting the ball all that efficiently. That was the way he finished the half with a big shot there. So look at the way he got to the rim here in the third quarter, mixing up his game nicely. And again, the big one from all the way at the C logo at half court almost. That is an absolute crusher if you're Cleveland.
Meanwhile, he had his big night, and as John mentioned, most of it came early in the game in the first half. Goran Dragic did a lot of his damage, John, when they needed to in that fourth quarter.
Yeah, he was huge. He had 10 points in the fourth quarter alone to really carry Miami when they needed some crucial buckets. But look how well he started early in the game, really getting to the basket, scoring points in the paint, knifing through the lane with these various layups and finishes there. And then he got busy out beyond the arc. Knocked down a triple, as we saw there, had 2 overall for the game. 21 points for the Dragons, 6 assists. Dion had 29 overall points with 5 assists. You know, the backcourt, again, continues to lead Miami in both categories, scoring and really distributing the basketball.
Look at that production. 50 points combined from Dion and Dragic, and you knew they had to pick up the slack tonight without the 4th and 5th leading scorers in this lineup out.
As Eric was alluding to, you know a little something about the rims of this building.
Yeah.
So this isn't necessarily out of the mindset of possibility. What was most important for your flow tonight offensively?
Oh, man, I just had to be aggressive, you know. Coming in the last 2 games, I wasn't really sticking to the fundamentals like I've been doing. I got away from that a little bit, and today I just got in here early, made a couple, corrections to my shot, just staying on balance, following through. I missed a couple in the second half that felt so good, but it is what it is, man. As long as we got the win.
And then a Philly cheese, a little extra on that one right there. On the last one, that was a sealer.
I've been there before. And, like I said, I think everybody know I like taking them type shots. I don't care how it go win, as long as it go win. Most important is just getting this win, man. Just gutting it out, man. It's a great team, man. I respect everybody over there. Hell of a team. We just came out. We just wanted it more tonight.
The 3-ball used to be something that kind of balanced you all's offense. It's a legitimate weapon for you all right now. What's shifted for you all?
Just being confident, man. Coming out here, shooting the shots, taking what they give us. And most important, just keeping the pressure on them all night. That's a great team. We knew they were going to make a run. And early in the season, we probably would have lost that game. And just not being ready, making excuses, saying we haven't played with one another. And each game, we got better at it. Especially late in the quarters. When it come down, we need to make a play. Everybody made a big-time play out here tonight, man. It was a hell of a win for us, and, we needed it.
In Philly, they call you Headache.
Yeah.
They're going to call you that in Cleveland now.
Yeah, Philly cheese.
Yes, sir.
Philly cheese, Headache, whatever you want to call me.
Congratulations. Nice job tonight.
Man, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Got it. Dion Waiters with the biggest shot of the night. Add Cleveland to the list. They know in Chicago and Houston and Atlanta and now Cleveland, this team plays together at home and on the road. Schwackums. Mercy.
At home, you can see it right here, of course, at Fox Sports Sun. Once again, the final tonight, 106-98. If you'd like to catch tonight's game again, tune in tonight at midnight or tomorrow at noon We replay all of tonight's action presented by your South Florida Honda dealers. This has been a presentation of Fox Sports Sun, your exclusive home for Miami Heat basketball. My partner, John Crotty, the one and only Jason Jackson, the great duo of Eric Reed and the coach, Tony Fiorentino. I'm Will Manso saying thanks for watching. We leave you now with the final take.
Are you ready for this?
Uh-huh.
Shot clock, 19 seconds left in the game. 4 on the shot clock. Waiters from deep. Banks it in! He banked it in with 12 seconds left to put the Heat ahead, 106 to 98.